Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is my second time filming this. I meant to show it to you so much earlier, but alas, it was not in my cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and now officially show you what came in my Sephora VIB haul. This was definitely an unusual experience for me. I normally will have like tons of things that I want to buy, and then the VIB sale will come around and I never end up pulling the trigger. So I decided this time to just go ahead and commit myself to it, get the things that I want to get, make no apologies for it, and hope everything works out in the end. So this is a bigger haul than I expected to place, but I'm not upset with myself. So the first thing that I ended up picking up was recommendations based on comments I had gotten in the past, and that was for this Shiseido facial cotton, 100% pure cotton like squares. There are 165 in here, and I have used just one. I have to say that for like $10, I'm not 100% upset that you get 165. That to me was more than I thought I was going to receive. And let me tell you, there are nothing but glowing reviews on this product. People who have said like, I'll never go back to anything else. I love these cotton pads. I enjoyed the first one that I used, but I don't know 100% if I would change forever and ever. I think I'm gonna have to use an entire package of these before I can decide if I'm converted or not, but I'm not unhappy that I got them. Then I also picked up this little like exploratory kit. This is the Tarte skincare. This is all about their new like Rainforest of the Sea line that they launched. I have really enjoyed kits like these because I feel like you get pretty generous sizes. This kit was only $10 and it came with the setting spray, the cleansing gel, and the moisturizer. For 10 bucks for these pretty like good size samples, I am not upset about this. I think this is a really cool way to explore more of Tarte's brand. I'm not really into Tarte's like eyeshadows. I feel like that they're all kind of the same and they kind of all create the same types of looks, but I'm interested in their skincare. I really liked the Sea Brightener under eye cream I tried last year, and I think I'm gonna actually buy some of that once I'm done using my current eye cream. But in the meantime, I thought I would give these a whirl and see if I end up liking anything from this. I also picked up the Supergoop Defense Refresh Setting Mist with Rosemary in the travel size. This is SPF 50. I wanted to compare this one to the Kula one, which I have tried. The Kula one is more expensive and has less SPF, but I don't know how I feel about this. I've used it a few times, and the mist spray is so fine that I almost don't feel like I'm putting anything on my face. So I feel like I have to like pump this a ton to get what I want out of the setting spray. So I don't know how I feel about this, but I definitely will use the entire thing up before I make my final judgments. I also grabbed the Sephora Bubble Mask, Detoxifying and Oxygenating. I've heard a lot of things about the Sephora masks. Not that like actual paper masks or the one-time use masks, but like these types. I've heard that there's a dupe for the Glam Glow mask, which is, I can't ever get the Sephora version because it's always sold out, but I wanted to try a bubble mask. I've never actually used one before. The e.l.f. one is always sold out, plus you have to pay for shipping and handling, which I hate doing. I have Sephora flash shipping because the Sephora right near me is tiny and has very limited selection, so I feel like for $10 for shipping for the year, it's well worth the payment of that. So I grabbed this. Do I need another mask in my life? No, but I wanted to give it a try because I've been really jealous of all the like the first impression bubble masks I've been watching a lot of. I want to get that experience. Then I also grabbed a Rollerball of the Replica Beach Walk perfume. This is just, it's so good. Like the beach does not actually smell like this, but I wish it did. I just think this will be a really great summer fragrance. My fragrance perfume collection is predominantly florals. Like I'm pretty sure this is the only non-floral perfume that I own. So I thought that it would just help give me more variety. And it was kind of pricey. I think this was like $27 for this Rollerball, so I'm gonna have to try to use it sparingly, but I think it will be a really nice just change of scent for me for the summer. Before I get into all of my little bonus items that I picked up, I thought I would show you guys the last thing that I grabbed for the sale, which was the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. It is what I have on my eyes today. This, to me, there is a ton of hype around this palette, which I don't necessarily love because I don't feel like it is like the best palette ever, but for me, it actually has me really excited. It just has some like different types of tones that I don't really own much of in my collection. It definitely is going to take a lot of, I think, work on my part. Like today, my eye look, I don't necessarily love it because I'm not quite used to using sort of these like warmer, I know that people are like, there's not a lot of peaches in here, but for me and my like knowledge of eyeshadow, this will actually test me and push me in really like interesting ways. What I like about this is that it is not so far removed from my neutral preference that I feel uncomfortable wearing these shadows. Like today I put on my lid this like Georgia color, which actually comes out much more orangey, as you can tell on my lid, than I think it reads in the pan, which I think it's good for me to try these things out and like play more with makeup. I have been in like a pretty heavy eyeshadow rut. I tried doing the Palette of the Month Club, and that was just a big epic fail on my part, and I tried to like pull out a different palette every week, and I just have been in such a rut. Like I haven't wanted to really explore, and when I saw this palette, for some reason, like it just like spoke to my creative juices. And even though I feel like I'm not going to love every look that I make at first, I do appreciate the fact that it's challenging me, and I like that. So okay, now we're going to move on to the other half of my haul, which are all of the extras that I received. So I placed 2 different online orders. I was actually not happy with myself because when I first grabbed the Sweet Peach, it was the day before I knew the VIB discount was going to go into effect, but I knew if I waited even an hour, this would be gone, and my store won't carry this. My store that I have right next to me doesn't even carry Too Faced at all as a brand, which it should be a sin. It should not be allowed for a Sephora to not carry Too Faced, but that's besides the point. So I pulled the trigger and I ended up placing 2 online orders. Plus, when I went in, I decided to just ask them if I could perhaps get my discount, even though I had gotten it the day before my discount. And they fortunately honored it, so I ended up getting $8 off of this, which is why I have all of these extras. Like, just a lot of things took place. So first thing I have is my Find Your Fragrance. They're doing that promotion that they do quite frequently where you get 3 times the points for different fragrances. So I've got all of these like fragrance cards that I'll probably like sniff at some point. Then I got one of the Professional, I think I have 2 of these. I got 2 of the Professional primers. Then I got 2 of the Sephora Total Age Defy night creams. I grabbed one of the First Aid Beauty face cleansers. I cashed in 100 point perks and received the Glam Glow Mud Mask in silver because that just sounds like a fun time. And then I also picked up the Tarteist Lash Paint. This sample is actually a really weird packaging. When you pull it out, it's like, it just looks really weird. But I like Tarte mascaras, wanted to try the new one, so I was happy to cash in my 100 points. I also grabbed this Needles No More 3D filler mask from Dr. Brandt. It was a $25 or more like coupon purchase, so I picked it up when I grabbed my peach palette. Then we've got the Oxygen Facial Flash Recovery Mask, along with the Murad Invisiblur Perfecting Shield, the Ole Henriksen Tough Sugar Glow Polishing Mask. And then I have the primer samples from Urban Decay and like the little medicine pill packs, which are very healthy sample sizes. And then the last thing I got was this Dior sample set. I have been like hoarding my Sephora rewards points for years. Like I rarely do any kind of cashing in for 100 point perks. The 500 point perks have never really spoken to me, but then when this Dior one came up, I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to try Dior products, but I'm way too cheap to do so, so let's go ahead and give it a whirl. So it came with this like really pretty pink little makeup bag. Then it came with the most adorable bottle ever of the Miss Dior perfume. I also got the Dream Skin Anti-Age Cream, I think. I don't really know what this is. I have to do some research. It also came with the Dior Show Iconic Overcurl Mascara, which it is quite curled for a wand. And then it also came with their lip plumper, which I have in my purse, which I've been using the bejesus out of. I really, really like that lip gloss. I feel like I may end up getting some of that because it is just so like minty and plumping, and I love that, to be quite honest. So this is a pretty epic haul. I'm very happy with all the things that I purchased. Yes, it was a lot to purchase at once, which is unusual for me. I totally broke my low buy for this, but I feel like I was gonna buy these things anyways, so I'm at least glad that I got them on a discounted price, and all the bonuses that came with them. It was just a well done Sephora haul on my part. So that's it for me in this haul. If you hit up the sale, I love seeing what people pick up, what people prioritize for their list of must-haves. So if you have a video, let me know down in the comments below, or if you just bought some things, let me know what you picked up, because I'll be mighty curious to see what we all ended up with after this, what I consider epic sale period. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.